San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. It's the Navy midshipmen and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with the Navy head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. Pulls it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Navy will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And onto the field comes Will Henderson, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped on fourth down. He's going to run it. Not going to make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking for the edge. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after, and he thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
He lofts one down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Look out! Snags it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
On the option. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by...
Makes a grab and room to run. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Moving the pocket, it's McCown. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, midshipman. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. Tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Right side, it's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wilson has it over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Keeps it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Lucky to get it off.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Hits inside, it's Bryant. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Looks it in. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And it's the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds a crease, it's Henderson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Fullback's got it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Hardy. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Sets his feet. It's McCown. Right side, it's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down, going to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And here comes the Navy offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Run it with the fullback. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Navy quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to throw, it's Woodson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throws it off the RPO. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The snap sets up the throw. He's going to take off. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Roadrunners head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Left side is Henderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Turns it upfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gotta make the play on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Woodson. Out wide right, it's Robinson. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Polson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the edge. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Moves the pocket. It's McCown. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it's the Roadrunners. We'll send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the option. First down, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. From the gun, it's Bryant. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeps it himself. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play.
There he goes. Touchdown, Navy. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
UTSA 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right side, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Henderson. Swamped immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Back to throw, it's McCown. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop them from trying a 5th. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a... They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here's a little room there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to Faith. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unleashes one. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying to get the corner. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's McCown. Pulls it in, it's Hardy. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Working that wide receiver screen. Taken down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it. Quarterback keep. There he goes. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the...
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Doing it himself again. Fighting off the defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Setting up the screen. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And he puts through the extra point.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And it's the Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man... No, it's pass. You're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Running inside. It's Bryant. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. They've got him corralled.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Roadrunners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Second and long here. He's changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dumps it to the back. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Holds it, trying to get the corner. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air. It's McCown. Out wide left, it's Campbell.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing on.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.